definitely satisfying for us. You know, we feel like we can do that almost week in and week out, and it was just good for us to actually put 4 quarters together and execute throughout the game. So that was probably the most satisfying part.
You mentioned doing it week in, week out. Coach Saban talked about, you know, the challenge now is getting that consistency. How do you build that?
Just do what we did last week. You know, we had a really good focused mindset last week throughout the whole week. And I feel like that's the biggest thing that helped us do good this Saturday. Our execution and practice was pretty good. We had good effort. A lot of guys paying attention to me. We just got to continue to do that.
What brought about that focus? Was it the opponent? Was it just an internal thing? How do y'all consistently bring that focus week in, week out?
I feel like, you know, the leaders of the team had to come together. We had to talk to them. We just had to let them know that, you know, we're not going to tolerate anything less. We have a standard that we got to uphold and keep up. And I feel like we did a good job of showing that. Now we just got to do it week in, week out.
Remembering last year's Arkansas game, what challenge does that running attack pose against you as a defense?
Definitely a versatile running team with a big physical front. I think the biggest O-line in the country or something like that. So definitely a big O-line. You know, as a defense, we pride ourselves on stopping the run. So it's going to be a good, fun game that we're ready to compete again.
You mentioned leaders coming together. Do you feel like this team has come together and have things kind of clicked?
Oh yes, definitely. But like we said before, it's about consistency. We got to do it week in and week out. We just can't talk about it. We have to do it on the practice field, in the meeting room, and every day.
Georgia's quarterback has been playing really well prior to last Saturday. He didn't even start the second half. Is that a point of pride for you guys in some way?
I didn't even know he didn't start in the second half. I mean, definitely, we definitely pride ourselves in affecting the quarterback week in and week out. And when we do, we always view it as a success. But I mean, that game's done, so we're just moving on to Arkansas right now.
How would you describe Reggie Ragland as a player, and what kind of impact does he have in the locker room? It seems like he's a fun guy to be around, at least when he's in here talking to us.
Oh, definitely a fun guy to be around. We love having him on the field. I love playing in front of him. I mean, one of the best I've ever played with, so he's definitely, I love to have him on my side. He's a fun guy to be around, like you said, just a great guy.
You guys work against the offense each week in practice. I mean, the offense had such a good game this past Saturday. Have you seen that process starting to come together in practice each day leading up to what we saw on Saturday?
Oh, definitely. Day in and day out, they seem to be getting more and more confidence with each other, cohesiveness, and I'm excited to see what they do this week.
Anything else? Thanks, John.